Emma Watson places on busty show in a decent burgundy bikini throughout sun-soaked Barbados getaway. Emma Watson dispatched temperatures hovering as she loved an afternoon on the seaside in sun-soaked Barbados on Sunday. The Harry Potter actress, 31, left little to the creativeness as she placed on a busty show in a decent burgundy bikini whilst frolicking alongside the shoreline. Flashing her toned legs, she exhibited her svelte waist inside the skimpy two-piece after arriving at her vacation spot in fashion on a luxurious speedboat with a friend. She displayed her peachy backside earlier than drying off with a white towel proposing blue stripes and seemed to be glued to her Telecel smartphone as she took a walk at the stand. The Brown University graduate framed her face with a couple of outsized black sunshades and tied her walnut locks right into a messed-up ponytail as she smoldered up a typhoon. She threw a black and white seaside get-dressed over her enviable body and accessorized her appearance with a heavy searching wicker handbag. Going makeup loose to spotlight her herbal beauty, she rested her head upon her hand and stared into the idyllic distance whilst her partner sizzled up a typhoon in an eye-popping orange swimsuit. Emma these days joined her former co-stars Daniel Radcliffe and Rupert Grint in a first appearance picture from the imminent Harry Potter reunion unique, Return to Hogwarts. In the shots, the celebs of the surprisingly a hit Fable movie franchise have been visible talking to every different in a room that have been adorned to resemble the legendary place of Hogwarts. The imminent unique changed into to start with introduced to her inside the work's final month, and it's going to have its most suitable at the HBO Max streaming carrier inside the new year. According to Entertainment Weekly, the brand new unique will percentage new info at the manufacturing via in intensity interviews and solid conversations. Return to Hogwarts may even characteristic appearances from Severa individuals of the franchise's solid, such as Helena Bonham Carter, Gary Oldman, Robbie Coltrane and Ralph Fiennes, amongst others. Chris Columbus, who directed the primary movie inside the series, may even seem inside the unique. Hogwarts government producer, Casey Patterson, additionally spoke to the media outlet and expressed that the featurette might in all likelihood please Harry Potter's longtime fanatics. There's magic inside the air right here with this exceptional solid, as all of them go back domestic to the authentic units of Hogwarts, in which they started 20 years ago, she said. Patterson additionally expressed that the unique might provide longtime fanatics of the franchise an interior investigate the manufacturing of the movies. The pleasure is palpable as they put together to take their fanatics on a completely unique and private journey, via the making of those exceptional movies, she said. A trailer for the imminent unique changed into launched on HBO Max's reputable YouTube account final month. In the clip, fanatics have been promised that the series' mythical solid might go back to in which the magic started. The clip opens with an picture of the great clock on the front of Hogwarts earlier than taking pictures to an picture of the wizarding newspaper The Daily Prophet, with the front cowl headline reading, Hogwarts welcomes again alumni. Somebody who seems to be Emma dressed as wild-haired Hermione Granger movements the paper down to show the pinnacle of her head even though it can't be sure if the thriller famous person is really the brainbox. The teaser then shoots to a perfect Robbie Coltrane, who performs lovely large Hagrid inside the movies, sitting in a London espresso shop, in which he gets a letter, recognizable in paper and font as penmanship from Hogwarts. And deal with at the front reads, Robbie Coltrane, The Coffee Shop, Chelsea. Next to get hold of an invite is Matthew Lewis, who performed Neville Longbottom, as he holds his letter, searching on the Hogwarts coat of armor and searching confused. Mark Williams, who depicts Mr. Weasley, is then visible on what seems to be the Hogwarts Express whilst a hat-clad female, reputedly Emma, is visible strutting down a bustling platform 9 3/4, drawing the teaser to a close. Several solid individuals took to their respective social media retailers to specific their pleasure for the unique's release. Harry Potter writer J.K. Rowling will now no longer be becoming a member of the unique amid a lot controversy surrounding her during the last few years after she tweeted approximately organic intercourse main to backlash from the trans community. The 56-year vintage British writer, who has been closely criticized for her perspectives on transgender humans, will but seen through archival footage. In June 2020, she took to Twitter to criticize an opinion piece that used the term, those who menstruate, rather than women. She then persisted with a thread discussing organic intercourse. Rowling later clarified that she respects each trans person's rights to stay any manner that feels actual and kushti to them, and went on to mention she might march, in case you have been discriminated in opposition to on the idea of being trans. At the equal time, my lifestyles has been formed through being female, Rowling said, the Associated Press mentioned on the time. I do now no longer consider it as hateful to mention so. Then, in September 2020, she confronted renewed calls of transphobia after it changed and discovered that the villain in her contemporary book, Troubled Blood, written beneath Rowling's pseudonym Robert Galbraith, is a male serial killer who clothes as a female to slay his victims. In the wake of those remarks, Harry Potter actors Daniel, Rupert, Emma and Eddie Redmayne, who stars in her Fantastic Beasts movies, criticized the writer. Return to Hogwarts is presently set to most suitable at the HBO Max streaming carrier on January 1st. Radcliffe these days spoke approximately the lasting impact of the franchise throughout an interview for a news documentary and talked about through The Guardian that he changed and proud to have made an affect on hundreds of thousands of viewers. The time in Maximum Humans' lives after they observed it intended that it has a really vital location in plenty humans' childhoods, and that they nevertheless sense very defensive over it, he said. The performer then expressed that he changed into mainly amused through the manner that the Harry Potter movies are watched through lots of its now older fanatics. I were instructed through numerous pals as that they may be brilliant whilst humans are hungover and feeling without a doubt crappy approximately themselves. It simply takes them to an area of heat and comfort, he said. Radcliffe added, "That is so adorable to me. That is the real international impact that a movie may have on a person's lifestyles. I assume this is great." Created by 00 Breaking News. Daily breaking and more news. Please subscribe.